temperature roller coaster once again this week.
Let's get an update with First Alert meteorologist Rochelle J. Rochelle.
Yeah, so we've got a little sunshine out there. Well, we've seen more clouds that have pushed in over the last couple of hours. A cold front is actually going to move through this evening, and for most of us, it will be a dry cold front. If you were with us a little earlier in the day, the observatory was showing blue skies with very few clouds overhead. So that has changed as that cold front has made its way a little bit closer to us. Now that's going to move through later tonight, and for some areas it will produce a couple of showers. On the other side of that front, we've got a freeze watch that will go into effect tomorrow night going into Wednesday morning. For some of us, Wednesday morning, we're starting it off in the 20s. Here's a look outside right now. You do see a couple of very light showers detected by First Alert radar in parts of Baltimore County, Harford County, and that's pushing off to the east, and I should say Carroll County as well, maybe far eastern Frederick County. A couple of light showers out there. 59 degrees right now at BWI Marshall. We've got those wind gusts up to about 20 miles an hour right now. Elsewhere across the board, we're sitting in the mid to upper 50s, a few low 60s mixing in there as well. So temperatures right now seasonably cool for this time of year, just a couple degrees below our normal for the 6th of April. Now going through this evening, we'll have a mix of clouds and some breaks in the clouds. Now we won't have that much wind because the wind that we've had today will actually back off in intensity as we go through the overnight. So eventually we will see some calmer winds, at least to start the day tomorrow. But those winds will pick back up. Tonight we're down into the 40s. We'll take a look at your neighborhood forecast and a warm up that is on the way. We're talking 70s, maybe 80s by the end of the 7-day. Nikki, that's coming up in just a few minutes. All right. Do the work week as we take a live look over the Inner Harbor. Beautiful shot there. We've got the sun shining down on the city, but you can see those clouds that are also present out ahead of a cold front that's going to be moving through a little bit later on today. I want to take a look at our temperatures as we're approaching the 6 o'clock hour. Many of us still right around that 60-degree mark right now in Westminster, Columbia, as well as Severn. 57 degrees. We're at 60 right now in Cockeysville as well as Baltimore City. Head over towards Bel Air, mid-50s for the folks in that neighborhood. 59 degrees right now in Chestertown as I cross the bay toward the eastern shore. So quiet out there for most locations, but we do have a couple of showers that we will need to watch out for as we go a little later into this afternoon and rather going into the evening. So a quiet stretch is on the way for this week. But we do have to watch tomorrow night and a Wednesday and maybe Wednesday night as well for some frost, maybe a freeze in a few neighborhoods. Now, it gets more spring-like as we go toward the end of the week as a warming trend returns, but right now we're in a cooling trend. Here's a look at the freeze watch that will go into effect late tomorrow night into Wednesday morning. Temperatures in some neighborhoods could drop down into the mid-20s. So a cold start to the midweek is on the way. Unseasonably cold, I should say. First Alert radar is showing us a few showers, Washington County, and then back towards parts of Carroll, Baltimore, Harford, and eventually Cecil County, likely seeing a few of those light showers. That's ahead of this cold front that I was just mentioning. It's going to drop our temperatures down even more for tomorrow. So today we were just below normal, but tomorrow and Wednesday even cooler. A couple of spotty showers for mainly our northern neighborhoods for tonight, closer to the Pennsylvania state line. If you live a little farther to the south, your rain chance is pretty slim for tonight. We've got wind gusts across the board up to about 25 miles an hour. And if you're tired of the wind for today and from the last couple of days, thankfully those winds are going to drop back down for tonight before they try to pick back up for the day on Tuesday. Another breezy day on the way. Our neighbors tonight in Harford and Cecil counties getting down into the low to mid 40s, so not too bad for this time of year. 46 tonight in Chesapeake City, 42 in Forest Hill, 45 in Aberdeen, and 43 tonight for our friends in Rising Sun. Now looking ahead to the day tomorrow, I mentioned it is going to be cooler. We're looking at 40s and 50s. Lots of sunshine out there, but we are also going to be dealing with cooler temperatures and breezy winds. Here's a look at that 7-day forecast. Breezy tomorrow. We get rid of some of that wind by the middle of the week, and then you'll notice 60, 70, 72. And then possibly by early next week, we could be talking about temperatures 20 degrees above normal. But we've got to get there first, a cool down. And we've got that freeze watch that will likely be upgraded within the next 24 hours. That's going to be for Tuesday night and a Wednesday morning. You'll notice overnight lows dropping down into the 20s. We'll be right back with more news at 5 after this.